U.S. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden were in Surfside, Florida on Thursday, where search and rescue teams are working for an 8th day at the site of partially collapsed condominium building. The bodies of 18 people, including 2 children, have been pulled from the rubble, and more than 140 people are still missing. VOA's White House correspondent Patsy Widakuswara has this report.
It has been 8 days since the collapse of the condominium in Surfside, Florida. Families of the 145 people still missing have been taken to the site to see firsthand what first responders are dealing with. On Thursday, they met with the First Lady and President Joe Biden.
They know that the chances are, as each day goes by, diminish slightly. But at a minimum, they want to recover the bodies. There's a lot of very religious people.
The president also met with first responders.
What's your name?
First responders have been working around the clock, but rescue efforts were halted temporarily Thursday out of concern about the remaining structure's stability. Officials are considering tearing down the remainder of the building to ensure safe operation.
I spoke with the governor early this morning, and we talked about that, and we said that, listen, we agree that if the building's a problem, the building has to disappear.
Some speculate that sea level rise, higher storm surges, and more frequent high tide flooding are deteriorating coastal infrastructure. But Biden said authorities are still investigating the cause of the collapse.
I didn't raise it, but how many of the survivors and how many of the families talked about the impact of global warming? How much it, and they know exactly, but they talked about sea levels rising and about how there were, and the combination of that and the concern about incoming tropical storms.
During his remarks, Biden did not mention infrastructure and climate change, legislative priorities for his administration.
The push for deep investments in infrastructure and the nation's response to climate change is going to be a fight that's waged over days, weeks, months, years ahead. But I think he really wanted to carve out today and have it be about these families and the loss that they've experienced.
Biden said the federal government intends to pay 100% of the cost for local and state governments' response to the tragedy for 30 days. He and First Lady Jill Biden visited the makeshift memorial near the collapsed building before returning to the White House. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News.